Hi, I'm Rainer, and welcome to my train room, my new train room. There's no trains in here. There's a little bit of track sitting on top of a box here. No locomotives, no train cars yet because, well, I haven't built the layout in here yet. So for anybody that's new to the channel and happens to land on this video, if you go back about 2 years, a little more than 2 years, the beginning of 2024, I posted a video, and I'll put the link up here. And in that video, I was starting a brand new layout, and I showed you the room. It was an empty room. It was emptier than this room is currently. And I started building a layout. And at that time, I also started posting videos on YouTube of my construction. And much to my surprise, a lot of people started watching it. So I just kept going. And over the space of a couple of years, until the beginning of this year, I got quite a bit done on that layout. So I'll put another link to one of the later videos that shows more of the layout the way it was before I ended up taking it apart. Now, the reason I took it apart was because we were moving. We moved to another city because at the time we were expecting, our oldest daughter was expecting a baby, and our first grandson was born at the beginning of, or early April. And we actually ended up moving here into this house in mid-April. And since then, of course, there's been a lot of work to do around the house, not just in this room, but upstairs and getting my workshop and garage set up and things like that. But I did post a video, I guess maybe a month ago, when we got into here just of this room of what I was starting to do. And so today I thought I would give a bit more of an update on my room preparation. And I am getting close to being ready to start on actually building the benchwork for the layout. I've kind of got the room ready. I will just kind of show you what I've done in here. One of the latest things I was able to do was get my desk video editing set up all ready to go here, which is really nice. And I've done a lot of other improvements in the room. Now, what I'll do is, since I've got the camera set up here, I'll kind of show you what else. Just, I'm not going to take you into the room completely, but this room is a separate room off the side here. It's a smaller room. And what I've done back here is I've built myself a workbench, a permanent workbench. I've got my spray booth over at the side here, all set up and ducted out the outside so that the fumes go outside. I've got a shelf up on the top for my 3D printer, and I've got a desk down here with place to put my cutting mat and where I can build models, place to set up the camera above it. There's also some other equipment in here that you might see in further videos, like there's a small fridge up here and a bunch of other stuff, because one of my other hobbies is photography, and I've got a lot of my film processing stuff in that corner as well. So this room is going to be my little separate work room, so I no longer have to pull the workbench out from under my layout like I did on my previous layout to build a model, which will be really nice. And this corner of the room right here is where my helix is going to go. In my previous layout, if you look at those videos, the helix took up a good chunk of the actual layout room, and it was a much smaller room than this. So in this case, this room can all be my layout. In here, I'm going to have the helix that goes between the two levels. I've left enough room in this corner to build a helix, and the tracks will go through this wall. I am going to readjust my camera so you get a bit of a wider view here to show you what's happening. Okay, so with this view, you'll see a little bit more. I've moved the camera farther away, wider angle shot. This is the entrance door into the room. Now, when I got the house, up until about a week ago, there was no door here, no door frame at all. It was just an opening into the hallway of the basement. So I framed it in and installed the door in here, and now I can at least have a little bit more privacy and hopefully cut down on some of the noise coming from the rest of the house. The ceiling was in here. It was a drop ceiling, but there were a couple of very flickering old fluorescent tube lights, the double 4-foot tubes in here. I took those out and put a bunch of LED pot lights in here that run from this switch right here. What I also did so far on this side is I have put this shelf in. It's an 18-inch deep shelf. I made it out of basically 1/2-inch plywood that I ripped on the table saw to make a lightweight frame for it, and it just has 1/8-inch masonite or hardboard on top for the shelf, painted it white, and then I put some trim, some 2.5-inch, I guess it's door casing, just a flat rectangular stuff around the edges, and I put in some of my 4-foot LED light tubes. Now, these are actually some of the tubes that came off of my previous layout. I think they're the light temperature is the 5K, I think is what I'm using on them. And I actually have a whole case of them, of new ones, because I'm going to be putting them on both layouts, all the lighting. So I use these LED tube lights, and I have those running off the other switch on the wall right here. So when I come into the room, I can turn the room lights from one switch, turn all the layout lighting on from the other switch. And they will be going all the way around the room on both decks. So this is a storage shelf on top. It gives me a lot of storage. It's going to be going all the way around 3 sides of the room. This wall over here is an exterior wall, and I think you can see it a little bit in the video. There's this kind of a funny ledge, and that's because this is the concrete foundations of the wall down of the house down here, and then there's a framed wall above this. So the basement actually protrudes above ground fairly high in this house. Downside with that is I do get a lot more noise from the street of cars driving by here. And right now it's not terribly noisy, but there are times when it gets quite busy actually. And if you get trucks going by, I will be getting some noise in here. On the other hand, I won't be getting any sound from the CP tracks that were running about 50 feet from my house at my old location. Anyway, what I'm thinking of doing here is my upper deck will be mounted right on top of here because this deck is at this height. So I'm going to put an upper deck that protrudes out here. So I'm thinking for the upper deck, it will be at about maybe 30 inches deep here. I'm going to see how that actually works for reach. I'm going to do some experimenting with it. But if I do that with a little bit of like 2-inch framing underneath, I will be using some 3/4-inch plywood that I'm going to rip down for the framing for the upper deck. And the upper deck will all be open grid because I want to be able to run my tracks up and down, the same as I did on my other layout. And nice part is I can put it on this ledge and kind of cantilever it out, so I won't be needing supports underneath. That will put my top deck at about 60 inches to track height at the lowest points. So my lower deck will be at about this height, which is about 40 inches off the floor. And so that gives me a little bit of separation between the decks, a couple inches more than I had on my other layout. So that'll make it a little bit better to work in there, and it'll give me a little bit more clearance for my taller structures, especially in my steel mill where there's some fairly tall buildings. So that's what I'm going for. I don't really, this ledge built into the room kind of dictates where I need to put my upper deck. And I will be putting a shelf across here, and it's going to be blocking part of the windows. These windows will actually, the bottom part between the shelf and the deck will be completely blocked off so that I can run a continuous backdrop along there. So the basic idea for the layout is it's going to be a linear, basically a linear point to point with the ability to run continuous on the upper deck. So what I'm going to do is this area along here is going to be kind of my city urban area with the passenger train station, things like that. The trains will start from here, run around the other side of the room. And what I'm going to do is there will also be a peninsula coming out the middle, roughly about 3 feet wide. It's going to end about here. So I will have an aisle going up this side, and then I will also have an aisle going up this side to that end of the room. So the idea will be that it will start from this train station. The trains will be able to wrap around. The train yard, the rail yard, will be up in the middle here, about 3 feet wide, down to that end of the wall. And it will be from here to where it meets the main benchwork going around will be about 10 feet. So that will be my main rail yard. At least that's the plan right now. It may change, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to see how that all works in my track planning software, because I've changed my plans a few times. Then the tracks will run along here. The far end will be where I can fit my paper mill scene across that far end wall, which is another 10-foot length going across. And then up here, I can fit my steel mill scene. And from there, it's going to go through the wall, go up the helix, come out the helix, and then go across here. And there will be a duct under at this deck height across both doorways. And then it will continue across here. And then up here, I will have more rural scenery. There will be like a northern kind of a village town scene. The upper deck is where my lumber mill is going to be going. It's going to wrap around all the way around at the upper deck here. And if you look at my other layout, I'm going to do the same thing that I did on there, where the tracks come out and they follow the first loop around close to the front edge of the layout, goes across, and then crosses the first loop, and then the rear section will start a gradual grade going around it. And if you look at my other layout, I'm going to do the same thing here, where I had sort of the main scene in different sections. Some of it was kind of the foreground track, and then some places where the foreground track was going through some rock cuts, the main scene would actually be the rear track. So I can increase my running length by doing it 2 times around. And there'll be a set of track switches over here where you can basically get the train to go as a continuous loop just for fun on that lower track. And on the upper level, there will also be a peninsula coming out on the upper level here. And that is going to be, at least in my mind right now, I'm thinking of doing some type of a mining scene on there. And there will also be some scenes with some logging and things like that. The upper deck, I'm hoping to add more rivers, more bridges, things like that, because those are the things that I remember about riding the ACR is a lot of that rural scenery, going across those trestles, going across those bridges, looking at the river, the water, the lakes, things like that. So I want to include as much of that as I can on the upper level. So that's kind of the overall idea for this room. So this ledge, this is an exterior wall. The wall at the other end is an exterior wall. And so those give me that kind of, whether I want it or not, extra depth on the upper deck, whereas the bottom's going to be narrower. So my thinking is the bottom right here is probably going to be about 22 inches, so that when I make the upper deck in here, I can still reach the back of it somehow. If I make the bottom anything more than that, it gets really hard to reach the back of the scene on the upper deck. That's kind of my plan here, just a very quick overview of the room. I'm hoping to get you the track plan soon, but I'm still working on them because as I've been doing things, I've realized that some of my original thoughts on the computer may not work as quite as well as I thought they would in here, but overall, it's getting there. I've also run some extra electrical circuits into the room, so I've got an extra circuit into that room that's dedicated to run my 3D printer and things like that, so that I don't have problems. I've also got another circuit running into this room that has nothing else on it that will be able to run the power for all the equipment on the layout, so we don't have other stuff in the house that's interfering with that. Now, the room does have a lot of outlets in here, so it's great for plugging in video lights and things like that, but I wanted to run a dedicated circuit for the trains. At the other end of the room, I have completely removed the fireplace. It was a gas fireplace in here because this was a family room originally. So I've completely removed the fireplace, blocked off the holes, and redone it and repainted the whole room so you can't even tell there used to be a fireplace there. So it's a clean slate to begin with. And my whole goal with this thing is to try to make sure that this room is ready and comfortable. The flooring has been redone. I've put the dry core subfloor in here. For anybody who doesn't know what dry core subfloor is this is just a scrap piece of it. It's basically this OSB or aspenite with this plastic on the bottom, put this on the floor, on the concrete floor, and it gives you a waterproof air gap underneath, and then you can put the other flooring on top. And so what I've done is I've put the click vinyl flooring on top of that. So now instead of walking on a cold concrete floor, I have an air gap underneath, so it'll be a lot more comfortable on the feet for walking in here. So that's the other thing that I've been trying to do, is just make the room comfortable so that when I'm spending a lot of time in here, especially over the winter, that it's going to be comfortable to be in here. It's not going to be freezing my feet, because if you're walking on concrete, that's just sucking the heat out of your feet and it gets cold. So I'm just trying to make the room nice and comfortable so that it will be comfortable to work in here. So anyway, that's just a quick, maybe not so quick update on what my progress has been in this room. Now, I do have a question for all of you guys. My previous layout, my room, I never actually ended up doing. Well, I did join up on a couple of other people's live streams a couple of times, but I do have a lot of cameras and I have a video switcher here because I'm a retired AV guy, so I have a lot of that kind of stuff. And I'm just wondering if I rig up this room to be able to do some live streaming, would you guys be interested in seeing it? And if so, what format would make sense to you? What would you guys like to see? Because I don't want to just do it and not have an idea of what you guys want to see. So tell me in the comments if an occasional live stream down the road would interest you, and if so, what do you think I should do for it? Anyway, hopefully the next video will get to be more layout and train related. But for now, as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.